And I'm nice like B.I.G. is. I'm the greatest of all times. I'ma say it just like Ali did.
The champ is here!
Oh, shit.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
The evil genius.
The champ is here!
Come on.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Yeah. D-Block.
The champ is here!
Kiss, what up, my nigga?
The champ is here!
Hey guys, Strong Style Studios back again. It's Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
And we are here with your Night of Champions 2014 pay-per-view review. This pay-per-view took place this past Sunday on the WWE Network. Average show.
Average, yeah.
I mean, you could not have... this was basically a show designed to get them to Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Yeah. Especially considering the fact that like this was close to being really good, and then...
Right, exactly.
Missed it by
so close.
Missed it by that much. Well, probably a lot more, but you know,
yeah.
We'll get to that. Alright, we start things off with Goldust and Stardust taking on the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Very fun match. I'm enjoying the Goldust and Stardust reign tag team, because I think that like they're very good as heels, and like they have that really bizarre stuff, and I think Cody Rhodes especially, like, I mean, he owns the Stardust character.
Oh yeah, and I think that it works better as a heel.
I think so.
I really think it does. These guys are a really fun tag team to watch. They're capable in the ring, but they also have this over-the-top personality. Yeah. But it's not insultingly over-the-top. No. You know?
And that's like, I was talking, it's like, you know, in any other... with any other wrestler, I think the Stardust character could have failed. With Cody Rhodes, I mean, he embraced it so much and like just has a good time with it. I think it works. This was a very fun match. I mean, pretty simple back and forth match. Didn't get crazy, you know, like some of the other Uso matches. They did do some cool dives the outside. I mean, Goldust did a senton like off the apron.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty crazy.
That was cool.
But yeah, this was fun. Didn't like the finish though. With Cody Rhodes just like when he putting the knees up, and Uso went for the splash and then roll up. No. You know, I'm never a fan of roll-ups, you know, especially for like new champions. I mean,
right. I mean, every once in a while it's fine, but yeah, for a championship title change. Yeah.
I did. So the Goldust and Stardust won the tag team titles for the second time actually, because they had previously won them before. It's Cody Rhodes and Goldust. I did like the Usos like selling the idea, like, you know, like, oh, this is a big loss for them, and like the Goldust and Stardust like celebrating like the big deal. It's like, so again, very nice to make championships feel important again.
Yep. Which
I think the Usos did a great job of making the tag team titles important.
Yeah, and it was nice because the belts got elevated and the Usos got elevated with them.
Yep, I think so. I give this 3 1/4. You know, very fun match, good opener.
Okay, I'm gonna give this 3. It was just good. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less.
All right. Then we probably had the best match of the night, which was Sheamus defending the United States title against Cesaro. Boy, talk about Cesaro, a guy who's like just creative, has things for, and then loses faith in him or whatever. You
right.
know? I blame it on Vince McMahon, because you know. But anyway, this match started out very slow, very typical Sheamus, and then it got fucking amazing with Cesaro and Sheamus exchanging these crazy counter sequences and just, you know, hitting these big awesome moves and everything. It was going along awesome, and just, man, it was good. Oh. And I said, like, these guys have great chemistry. You could really give these guys a big match and they would deliver, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're very capable. They, like you said, they have the chemistry. They're just 2 guys that you can depend on.
Yeah. Also, one thing I will say is I think Cesaro brings out the stiffness of Sheamus. I think Cesaro, like, you know, you can see the match, like, at one point he just slaps Sheamus and Sheamus just starts going fucking crazy. And it's like, Cesaro makes Sheamus work. I think Cesaro is kind of like the Roddy of the WWE, man.
And I think there's a lot of guys that, like, Sheamus doesn't have to worry about defending strength-wise. Yeah. So it's nice to see that someone pull that out.
Yeah. I know there's a really cool spot where Sheamus was doing his clubbing bullet and Cesaro just caught it and just like, that was nice, because, like, you know, you've never seen anyone do that before, you know.
The craziest spot was when Sheamus went to flip Cesaro over and he landed on his feet. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then like just, you know, hit the Alpine slide,
Alpamari
water slide, pop up European, and then like at one point he just slapping the hell out of him.
Hit the Gibson driver.
Yeah, he hit a Gibson driver, man. Man, this is awesome. And then you know, Sheamus got him in the corner. Cesaro got him in the corner, started kicking the shit out of him. Referee pulls him back. Boom. Broke kick. 1, 2, 3. It's like, It was very. I don't want to say it was a very typical finish and like very kind of like anticlimactic. I thought, you know, it's like Cesaro, you know, got carried away, but you know, it's like great, you know. And I think this was a slow beginning. Otherwise, this was like the middle portion of this match was fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly. There was such a great portion of this match that it elevated the whole thing.
I think so.
But yeah, there were some spots that dragged a little.
Yeah, but I guess I would look at this 3 3/4. I mean, just that short of 4 stars. Again, these guys, they're like so close to having that like a legendary matchup and you know a great match, and it's just that much. You know?
Right. I'm gonna have to agree with that rating because that, like I said, that one chunk was just so good.
I know. I mean, you get these guys 20 minutes on Raw, they'll have a show stealer, I think.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
So, then we had a very, very bad idea from WWE, which was they brought out Georgia-Florida line. Is that it? Florida-Georgia line? Who the fuck cares? Some redneck country hick band. Then they set them on commentary for whatever fucking reason, because they're doing the tribute to troops, so like they gotta fucking promote them
on the network. Who
gives
a shit?
Exactly. So it was Dolph Ziggler defending his Intercontinental title against The Miz, and apparently now Dolph Ziggler has R-Truth as his sidekick or whatever.
I think it was just playing off of The Miz's.
Yeah, which Damien Sandow was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny because like he mimics The Miz pretty well.
Yes, he does.
So anyway, these guys had a match. It was all right. You know, it's very typical of their matches. You know, it wasn't that. You know, but like the problem is they kept fucking focusing on the goddamn Georgia douchebags. You know.
Right.
And it's just like took away from the match and very just blah. And then Miz won with a cheap-ass roll-up and wins the title. And then immediately loses on Raw the next night. What the fuck's the point of watching the goddamn pay-per-views if you're going to completely undo everything that happens?
Why? Yeah, they're trying to sell you on the network when finishes on the network really don't mean anything.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, The Miz is the only guy in WWE history to lose the belts the next night. He's done it twice. WrestleMania won the Intercontinental, loses the next night. Wins the title here, loses again the next night. Yeah. How much faith do they have in The Miz now?
Well, what is the deal with Ziggler? Why does he get such crappy... He's always put in such crappy situations. He's got the Florida Georgia losers announcing his match so no one is paying attention to the match. Loses to Miz via...
cheap-ass roll-up where apparently half his ass was hanging out.
Oh, I bet you he had some balls hanging out there.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I get this 2 stars.
Yeah, probably. It's hard to rate this because so much focus was taken off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess I'll agree with that. I think it was going to go lower though, but.
I don't know. Okay, and then we had what was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns had suffered a hernia and had to get emergency surgery the night before. So Seth Rollins comes out, cuts a promo, you know, and very, very typical heel thing, which you know it still works, you know, it's fine.
Sure.
And then he's like, oh, I'm going to challenge anyone in the building. Anyone at all. And they show a taxi pulling up, and out comes Dean Ambrose. And the fucking place goes crazy. We go crazy with excitement. And Ambrose runs out, and they begin to have a fucking brawl all throughout the arena. Agents come out, they're brawling on the stage. At one point, Ambrose climbs up on the stage. There's like a stage dive.
Flying elbow.
Yeah. It was awesome. And they had a crazy brawl, and like they're just furthering this feud. I'm going to say this right now, if WWE does not do Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell, they are throwing away money. They need to do that. And they're playing up the idea like, hey, you can't control these guys. They keep brawling in the arena. Seth Rollins keeps running away. What better way to hold them in than a Hell in a Cell?
Right.
It makes sense. Do it.
Please.
And it's like it'd be the first time for fucking ever where a Hell in a Cell was used as a feud ender. It'd be so awesome, and I think that Dean Ambrose would probably do something so fucking crazy.
Oh man, the 2 of them, I can't even think about it. It's so crazy.
Oh,
the 2 of those guys.
Like you didn't tell Dean Ambrose, like, Dean, no jumping off the cage. All right. Oh man, that would be so fucking awesome. So anyway, again, a very, you know, they're building up this feud. It's like you better fucking deliver a big match. You know, so. And then we had Mark Henry taking on Rusev with, Mark Henry back in America, including Lynn Garcia singing the national anthem, then Mark Henry crying in the middle of the ring. And it was just like, watching like, so Mark Henry's going to lose now, right? And he did. I mean, this is a bad match.
This was terrible. And this was very exploitative of...
Oh, God.
I mean, this match was not a gimmick match. This wasn't a match that's been built up for a long time.
Not really. It didn't.
What the fuck are they playing the national anthem for? That is disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so cheap.
I know,
Cheap heat.
exactly.
And it's all they could do to make anyone in the crowd care about it.
Oh yeah, the crowd was actually pretty into it, you know, like, but then immediately, like, as soon as they go to wrestling, like, oh wait, these guys suck. Well, because together suck, you know. I still think Rusev has potential, but it's like, you know, you're not doing him any fucking favor by putting him in the ring with guys who, quite frankly, don't know how to make a guy look like Rusev look good.
No, this match, just overall, there was really not anything redeeming about it to me.
No, there wasn't. I can't remember one fucking spot.
Henry hurts his back in this match.
Yeah.
And Rusev proceeds to attack, like, the arm and shoulder and, like, with a choke for, like, forever. I think it's still going on.
And the thing is, like, my thing is, again, you know, we talk about, like, you know, like, when they see two big men in a match, you want to see them just fucking throw everything they got. You don't want to see them be selling, you know, fighting hurt. It's like, you want to see these guys just fucking kill each other.
Right, and I understand if you want to slow it down and have selling and stuff like that.
That's fine, but like, don't
psychology. Don't, if you hurt the back, work the back. Like, what
yeah,
do you?
I give this a star, and I think I'm probably being generous.
Yeah, I give it a star also.
Right. But then we probably had the most surprising match of the night, which was Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho. These guys actually worked pretty damn well together, I thought. This was a pretty fun match. I mean, it did have the typical Randy Orton thing to it, but like, yeah, I think Jericho was able to spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more entertaining. They had some nice counter stuff back and forth. I mean, this was fun.
Yeah, I agree. This was a good match. Jericho, he made the pace. He brought the pace up, which is something that
Orton has got a problem with.
Yeah.
I also like that Orton was a lot more vicious in this match. You know, showing more aggression, which is like, I love Orton's aggressive side. I wish they do more of that. You know, that's a good side of Orton.
Right.
Only problem I had with this match was the finish, where like. Jericho's on top of her fucking ever, telling Orton to get up. It's like, well, RKO right here, you know. And
it's a finish we've seen a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it would have been so much better. Like, Jericho just going up the top, try to dive, and boom, you know. It's like, it's just quick, you know. Don't make us think about it, because then we're like, because I saw it coming a mile away.
Right.
I think everyone did. But anyway, very good match. I'd probably give it like 3.5. Very fun.
Yeah, I actually gave it 3.5 also.
Yeah, very fun. Then we had the Divas title match. Paige defending against Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. They had a nice little promo with Paige talking about her opponents and everything, which I really enjoyed, and like I kind of hope they keep this more darker Paige character going, which her anti-diva character in NXT was great. So it's like, keep that going, please. As for the match, they had Brie Bella cutting a fucking promo for whatever goddamn reason.
That was rough.
Yeah, it was really rough, especially after that great Paige promo. I was like, ugh. So they had a match. Wasn't bad. Nikki Bella didn't embarrass herself or drag the match down.
No, shockingly.
No. Took a nice bump off the apron, which I was surprised by.
Yeah, that was fun to see.
They had some cool stuff, you know. This was, again, Paige and AJ kind of had to carry the pace and bulk of the match and did pretty well doing it. Surprisingly, AJ gets the win with the Black Widow submission hold, so once again wins the Divas title, which is like, they're playing hot potato with that fucking belt now, I guess.
And there was some of the frenemy stuff in this match, it's just weird.
It's like I'm like, what do you gotta go with this? Like, if you're gonna do something with it, you know. Don't fucking drag it out, you know. But whatever. It's at least it adds like a level of psychology to it. I'll say that.
I guess so. Yeah.
I give this 2 stars. Just very typical Divas match. Nothing flashy, nothing special.
I give this a 1.5 stars. It was
okay.
Divas match.
Yep. And then we had the main event. Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Number 4, I believe, right?
That sounds right.
Yep. So, this was a very, very top topic of going in. Like, it's like, how are they going to work the match? Are they going to make it the same? Is Cena going to win? I was very, very happy with how they booked this match. I thought this is exactly how you do it. Cena, guys ask him, he's like, well, now I need to fucking be, I can't be giving up. I got to be a different wrestler,
Yeah, you got to change. You got to do a different tactic.
Yep, and he did. And he came out, he was fucking taking the fight to Lesnar, hit the AA the first, minute of the match, got a 1 count. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm talking about. Very, very aggressive. Like Lesnar actually changed his gimmick. Wasn't just doing Germans. He was working the arm with Cena. He was, switching up his moves or whatever. It wasn't
belly to bellies. He was doing different suplexes.
Still working the strikes or whatever. And then at one point he takes off the glove and like, oh shit.
Right.
And when Cena was really working the striking, because like a few times he got Lesnar stiff across the jaw.
They showed a replay of him catching it back elbow.
Yeah, and just boom, Lesnar got rocked.
It was nice.
So it's like I liked it because it's like okay, Cena's basically Cena's going to the first strike. He's just trying to fight Lesnar.
He's fighting back. He knows he's got to fight for his life in this match.
Yep. And it was very good. And then like one point, like she just keeps getting attitude adjustments, and getting more.
Well, he hits the first one. He got one. Later in the match, he hits it, gets two.
Very
love that.
Yeah. And then he hits him again. And he like immediately locks in the STF. Lesnar gets close to the ropes, pulls him back, locks in it again, keeps going to the ropes, pulls him back. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. And then he hits a third AA, and it's like, or fourth, I think, whatever. 1, 2, Seth Rollins attacks him. Fuck!
Yeah,
it was like, god damn it, you were fucking going there. You were going along great. This is exactly how I wanted the rematch. This is how I wanted the first match to play out. I wanted to be a back and forth where these guys are fighting for each other. And then you fucking have Seth Rollins run in for made no fucking sense.
No, and basically, what's so frustrating is that I've watched this match for 20 minutes, and it means nothing. It's like, what? Why do you do this?
Yeah. No, they're like, was Cena gonna beat Lesnar? Was Cena gonna beat Lesnar? It's like, ugh.
We know it's fucking fake, alright? Give us a finish.
Yes. And it's like, and also like, okay, like, let me ask you something, okay? If the idea is, Seth Rollins was trying to protect Lesnar for the authority, why did he immediately try to cash in on Lesnar? If he was trying to win the title, why didn't he let Cena win? Cena's obviously not as good as Lesnar, because Lesnar's a fucking monster. Let Cena win, he's hurt, then cash in. So like Seth Rollins tries to cash in, does the curb stomp to Lesnar, which Lesnar took pretty fucking well.
Yeah, looked good.
Yeah. And like he's gonna cash in, Cena attacks him, and so no cash in, and then Lesnar laid out Cena with an F5. It's just like this was the most desperate attempt for them to keep this match going till next month. I don't know how I would have wanted it to end. Like if that's the intention, like I don't know if I would have preferred it like they do it that way, or if like they have it like where like one of the guys gets disqualified by like just won't stop fucking beating the shit out of each other or something like that. I don't know. It's just like, but it's like if you wanted to go to Hell in a Cell and you wanted to be at Hell in a Cell, then don't fucking book it for Night of Champions.
Right.
It's that simple. Play up the idea like that. Oh well, hey, even Heyman mentioned in interviews like I believe that the title's defended too much. It should be more of a special occasion that the champion is there defending his belt. It's like, then do it. Then do a pay-per-view where he doesn't defend the title, where Cena has to win a match to get a title shot or something like that. Something. Do something new.
Right.
It's not difficult. Again, I like the idea of the new Hell in a Cell. Like I'm like, okay, again, much like with Seth Rollins and Ambrose, it'll be a good feud ender. That's how you end the feud. Lesnar beats him in Hell in a Cell. That's it. Cena moves on to something else. Lesnar moves on to something else. But if that's the case, you better figure out a way to get it off of Night of Champions and to Hell in a Cell without saying to us, "Fuck you. See you next month."
Right.
That's
because the thing is, the fans knew that when Lesnar got the belt, that he probably wasn't going to be around. That he hadn't signed that new contract.
Exactly.
So we knew, and people were okay with that.
Because it makes the belt more important.
Now, Night of Champions, I understand. You want all the belts defended. It's Night of Champions.
I understand.
I get that. But maybe throw in someone else. Maybe make it a three-way. Make it just
something. Do something new.
Because what are we going to get next? As a match we've already seen. These guys have wrestled 4 times. Their first match was no holds barred.
No. The first match was way back, like.
Oh, okay. But the Extreme Rules match.
Yeah.
How different can a Hell in a Cell match be from that match and all the rest of their matches? Yeah. This match was not necessary. They didn't need to have it.
But the thing is, they didn't need to have it. But as soon as the match started, like, okay, this is something new. This is a dynamic they didn't play off of before.
Right.
And it's like
now that's not there it's not an option.
Yeah.
So next
month
it's got to be completely different.
I don't. like I said, very frustrating to be watching, especially in the fall. WWE always sucks during the fall. Every fucking year. It's like clockwork.
Every time.
God damn. So, whatever. What you end up giving this show?
What'd you end up getting that match?
Oh, sorry. I get the match. Again, I thought the match was going along great, and like I thought it was going to be better than the SummerSlam match. But with the finish, I'll give it 3.5, the same rating as I did the last month match, again, because they were doing the match exactly how I would have done it myself. Where Cena had a new game plan going in, and Lesnar had to change up his game plan, because, you know, Cena was going to come in, you know, so it worked, and it was really, really good.
Right. I can't remember what I gave it last month, to be honest with you.
I think you gave it 3.5 as well.
I thought I gave it less, but
Maybe you did.
I want to say, I might go, I'm going to go with 3.25, just because I was so frustrated. It left such a bad taste in my mouth at the end. Yeah. And it's a match I'll never go back and watch again.
No, it's kind of like the Daniel Bryan Orton saga last year.
Yeah. Good stuff to be seen, but what's the point of watching it?
Yep. Which is kind of typical of WWE a lot of times.
Right.
Alright, well overall I'll give this show 6.75 out of 10. I mean, it's just below, it's like, it's average, you know, there's nothing really to go out of your way to see. I mean, Cesaro, Sheamus is good, but they've had better matches, I think. Orton, Jericho's good, main event's good, but it's like, it's nothing really you need to go out of your way to see, you know?
No, this is very missable. I think this is very average, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 6.5.
Okay.
You could go either way.
Yeah.
You could go higher, a little higher, could be a little less. Sitting through it was okay, but again, the flow was good, but there was those frustration points along the way.
Yeah, just sprinkled in.
Yeah.
At least it was sprinkled in across everything and not just like...
Here's a giant
turd
at the end.
Yeah. So, it's getting better, I guess.
I guess so.
Alright. Thank you guys for joining us. Take care. Bye. Such as one giant turn it in, it's sprinkled across. To make it some